I remember the exact second my heart cracked open in front of 50 people. Dad's retirement banner sagged above us like a tired flag, and I asked the question I'd rehearsed for months, "Do you love the house I bought you?" He blinked, confused. "What house, Marcus?" My brother Caleb went stiff beside me. That was the moment I knew the money I'd bled for had vanished into a lie. Let me pull you into my skin for a minute. I'm Marcus Vale, 35, the guy who smiles through cattle call auditions and still gets told, "Great energy, but we're going younger." I live in a one-bedroom that smells like takeout and ambition. My real job, though, the one that never ends, is keeping my parents afloat. Mom's knees creak like old floorboards, Dad's lungs sound like wine through cracked windows. I'm the emergency contact, the translator of insurance gibberish, the one who wires rent when the disability check shrinks. Caleb. He's the responsible one. Spreadsheets, color-coded folders, a real estate license he flashes like a badge. He says things like leveraged equity and tax-advantaged vehicles while I'm on set pretending to die convincingly. We grew up sharing a bunk bed. I took the top because he hated heights. I thought that meant I'd always have the higher view. 2 years ago, my residuals finally stacked into something real. A national spot, a streaming recurring, enough to breathe. I called Dad from a craft services tent. "I want to buy you a house. No stairs. A yard for the grandkids." He laughed until it turned wet. "You already gave us everything, kid." But I heard the ache underneath. Caleb texted later, *, let me quarterback the paperwork. I know a title guy, *, I sent him the down payment wire before I'd even seen the listing. Trust is a muscle, mine was overdeveloped. The first weird ripple came in a manila envelope. A mortgage statement addressed to occupant. I laughed it off, bureaucracy, right? Caleb said, recording lag. Chill. But the envelope smelled like secrets. We closed on a butter-yellow cottage with a lemon tree out front. I carried Mom over the threshold like a groom, she swatted me and cried into my shoulder. I hung their wedding photo in the hallway, the one where Dad's hair is still dark and Mom's veil looks like moonlight. Caleb snapped a selfie of us holding oversized keys and posted it to the family chat, "Dreams do come true." 3 weeks later, a process server knocked. "Is the owner home?" Mom said, "This is our home." The guy smiled like he'd heard that before and left. I asked Caleb. He said, "Title insurance glitch. I'll handle." His voice had that same calm he used when we were kids and I'd skinned my knee, *, stop crying, it's fine, *, but the knot in my gut tightened. And that wasn't the worst of it. The weirdness stacked like unpaid bills. A pre-approval letter for $1 million line of credit in Dad's name. A random realtor leaving flyers, investor special, motivated LLC seller. I logged into the county portal at 2 a.m. between auditions. The owner wasn't Harold Vale. It was Citrus Grove Holdings, LLC. Mailing address, a UPS store, Box 87. I called Caleb. "Why does the LLC trace to your email domain?" "Asset protection, bro. You want Dad sued if the roof leaks." "Show me the operating agreement." Silence. "Then, you're not on the deal team." The next week, $47,000 vanished from the escrow refund. Caleb blamed earnest money forfeiture. I found the wire receipt, payable to C. Vale Consulting. Mom forwarded a letter from the bank. Second position lien recorded. I asked Caleb. He said, "Rate buy down." "You're welcome." The lien was $180,000. Dad's old Chevy needed brakes. I told Caleb to pull from the house account. Liquidity event, he texted. Market's tight. My spidey sense screamed. I'm pacing the VFW hall now, retirement banner glowing under cheap bulbs. Dad's speech is done, everyone's clapping. I stand. "Dad, tell them about the lemon tree." He frowns. "What tree, son?" The room tilts. I turn to Caleb. His fork hovers midair, mashed potatoes sliding off like guilt. "Show me the deed." "Phone." "Now." He laughs, too loud. "You're drunk." "I'm wired, Caleb." "Open the portal." Dad's voice cuts through, "Do it." The same tone he used on construction sites when steel was late. Caleb's thumbs shake. He logs in. I lean close enough to smell his cologne, obsession, same as high school. The screen loads. Citrus Grove Holdings. Sole member, Caleb J. Vale. Outstanding encumbrance, $237,400. My vision tunnels. You borrowed against our parents' house. Cash flow, he whispers. Crypto bridge loan. It's up 40%. Pay it back. Tonight. Can't. Locked in smart contract. I pull printed screenshots from my jacket wires, LLC filings, his signature on the helic. I lay them on the cake table like evidence at a murder scene. Mom's hand flies to her mouth, frosting smears her lipstick. Dad sits, slow, like the chair might bite. Here's the gut punch I saved for last. Ready. I scroll further on Caleb's phone. A second LLC, Sunrise Flip Partners. Registered agent, Caleb Vale. Asset, same butter yellow cottage. Purchase price, $0, quitclaim from Citrus Grove. Dated 3 days after our closing. He didn't just borrow against the house. He sold it to himself. The room exhales like a dying balloon. Aunt Tessa drops her purse. Uncle Ray mutters, Jesus. Caleb's voice cracks. It's a paper flip for tax basis. I was going to gift it back. Gift. I laugh, and it sounds like breaking glass. You gifted yourself my down payment, my closing costs, my parents' future. Dad stands. His knees pop. Son, he says to Caleb, give Marcus the logins. All of them. Caleb's fingers hover, then type. I watch the screen, $312,000 total draw. Destination wallet, some offshore exchange. I dial the bank on speaker. Fraud department, please, Caleb lunges, I pivot. The hold music is cruelly cheerful. Mom is sobbing into Dad's shoulder. The DJ, God bless him, starts Sweet Caroline like muscle memory. A few cousins sway, confused. We revoke the power of attorney the next morning. Dad's hand didn't shake when he signed, mine did. The new deed records next week. Caleb's lawyer is screaming, elder abuse. Let him. The lemon tree still blooms. Here's what keeps me up, if the roles were reversed, would I have stopped at the first lie? Or would I have kept signing, telling myself it was for family? Tell me in the comments, if your sibling stole your parents' home, could you ever sit under the same tree again? Smash subscribe if you've ever had to choose between blood and truth. I'm still learning how.